Hello my YouTube friends, today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the Pixlr X Text tool. So let's get to it. If you're constantly looking for tools, tips, and tricks that can help make you a better YouTuber, you're going to want to subscribe to the channel and click that bell so you know when we have new content that comes out. Pixlr X is a free image manipulation software that you can use right on the web. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. The Pixlr X Text tool, just like all the other features of Pixlr X, is pretty awesome. In Pixlr, I'm going to select Create New. I'm going to use 1920 by 1080, and I can call this image whatever I want. In this case, I'm just going to call it Text and click Create. Now I'm going to go to my text tool, and you can see at the very top, there's just a text box. You type your text here or whatever your text is. You can use the align in case. They have left, center, and right adjust. Clicking uppercase changes all your text to uppercase, italics, and bold, any text that you decide you want to do that with. By clicking under fonts here, you can select from hundreds of fonts that Pixlr X already has, or you can add a local font. If you don't know how to download a font to your computer, let me show you. I'm going to go to the free font website, DaFont. The link is in the description, and I like Caviar Dreams, so I'm going to look for that one. So I'm just going to type in the search CAV, and I'm going to go down here, and I see Caviar Dreams is here. I'm just going to click download. This downloads it to the default location that you have your browser set to download things on. Next, I'm going to go into there, and I'm going to unzip it. When I go into the unzipped, you can see there are 4 different TTF files, 4 different ways that you can have this font set up. There's bold and the regular. Those are the 2 that I generally use. Then I go back into Pixlr X and I click the font area again. Then I click the green button at the bottom of the scroll menu that says add local font. It brings up my file browser. I'm just going to go to the location where I saved those Caviar Dreams fonts. Then I'm going to highlight it and click open. And I'm going to do this for both the fonts I downloaded. Then if I scroll all the way up to the very top of the fonts, you'll see the ones I added, Caviar Dreams Regular and Caviar Dreams Bold. I'm going to select the bold version, and there we go. Now we have that font. Pretty awesome. Below that, you can adjust the color of your text in any way that you see fit. I'm going to leave mine white here. With size, you can adjust the size of your text. It will automatically put it on 2 lines if necessary. And if you have 2 lines, you can adjust your line spacing right here. And you can also adjust your letter spacing. Next, I'll show you what the background tool does. If you just click it on, it automatically adds a full background to your text. You can change the color of this background any way you see fit. And if you scroll down a little farther, you can see that it will put boxes around the full text, just the lines of text, or just the single word of text. This can really come in handy if you're creating thumbnails. You can use the color box to adjust the color of your background any way that you want to. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the outline tool here. Let's turn that on. You can see that it puts an outline around our text. Let's change that color to red so we can see it a little better. And then we can adjust the size, and you can go way overboard or you can just make it small, whatever you want. It's pretty simple to use. Now I'm going to add some shadow. But you can see an unusual thing happens here when I add shadow. Because we have background turned on, it doesn't show our shadow at all. Now I'll show you exactly why that is in just a moment, but for now let's turn our background off so we can see our shadow. What I'm going to do is add background on another layer. So I add another layer here. I'm going to go to my draw tool and just select white. We're going to draw a background on here. Now I go back into the text tool, but you can see now we have that drop shadow. You can change the blurriness of the shadow, its vertical position, its horizontal position. You can place it pretty much anywhere that you want. And you can see when I turn that background on, it disappears again. Very strange. But if you notice, when you turn the background on, the drop shadow is on the background. You can see the dark shadow right around that edge of that box. And that could be a really neat effect that you can use if you want to. Now, there is a strange glitch that I noticed here about Pixlr X. When I turned off the text background, then our drop shadow seemed to be on top of our text. That's a little weird and somewhat annoying. So the way that I got that to fix itself was by just refreshing my browser And then you can see that my image is still there. So I just clicked on the image and we're back in, and now everything is back to working just like it normally would. Now these text effects are alphas. So that means that any background image that you put in here, you can add your text right on top of it. We're going to add that text background, and you can see that drop shadow on that text background works really nicely to make that text just pop out. If you look around at thumbnails that you see on YouTube, then you'll understand how powerful this text tool is, and it's really, really easy. If you're interested in learning more about Pixlr X, check this video out. It's the 5 most powerful techniques that everyone should probably know about. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks that can help make you a better YouTuber, you're gonna wanna subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. My name is Michael Fire Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.